Hello friends, I am really grateful to all of you for liking my previous videos and subscribing to my channel. I am back with one more video on NISM Series 23 Social Auditor Certification Examination. This time I am going to take you through questions related to Chapter 4, which is about registration and listing on social stock exchange. You will again see 10 questions which are true or false statements. As I have said in my previous video also, that such questions are common in NISM Social Auditors Certification Examination. But this time I have a request to make. If you are liking my videos, please subscribe to my channel. That would really encourage me to make more videos, not just on social auditor certification examination, but also on various other topics which are related to examinations in the areas of finance, risk, and compliance. With this, I move on to the first question from chapter 4, which is true or false statement. So annual spending in the past financial year should be at least 50 lakhs for an NPO to be registered on social stock exchange. Is this statement correct or incorrect? This statement is actually true. So you may get questions on this in the exam also. Please be careful about this particular statement and have this clearly in your mind. The next question is, for registration on social stock exchange, social enterprises shall have at least 50% of its activities qualifying as eligible activities to the target population. Now there are multiple requirements for registration on social stock exchange. This is one of them. But is this statement true or false? The answer is that this statement is false. It's not 50%, it is actually 67%. So please do read that in the NISM book. The next question is again true or false. Registration certificate of an NPO should be valid for at least next 24 months at the time of seeking registration with SAC. So when an NPO is asking for registration with a social stock exchange, this is one of the criteria which is checked. But whether it is true or false, the answer is it is false. The right answer is 12 months only and not 24 months. So let me now move on to the fourth statement. The SGC, which is the Social Stock Exchange Governing Council, lays down rights and obligations of NPO and FPEs, which is for profit enterprises, who wish to list with SSC, and also the nuances of risk disclosure documents. So is it done by SGC? The answer is true. So again, this is slightly technical, so we must know that it's not the clearing corporation or SEBI which does it. It is SGC which will be doing it. Which one is the next one? Next statement is related to the listing of securities. So debt securities for a profit enterprise shall either be listed on the main board or on SME platform or on innovators group platform. Is such facility available for debt securities? Is the statement true or false? The answer is false, because it can only be listed on main board. I'm talking about debt securities here. Please be very clear about that. This statement which is written is actually applicable for equity and not for debt securities. So let us move to the next statement. The offer documents of social enterprises for various modes of fundraising shall require a disclosure of aspects called as differentiators. So that is something which is expected. And the differentiators cover various aspects such as vision, target segment, strategy, governance, management, operations, finance, compliance, credibility, social impact, and risk. Is this correct? I mean, since the statement itself is so detailed out, we will say that yes, it is true. And this concept of differentiator, again, please note down that in examination you need to be very clear about differentiator. Do read about it, because you may get one or two questions, or at least one question related to this. What is the next statement, which is again true and false? As part of pre-listing process, the NPO shall provide audited financial statement for previous 5 years and social impact statements. Is the statement correct? No, the statement is not correct, because it has to be 3 years and not 5 years. So I am again repeating that these true or false statements in themselves can be a question also. You may get a question like as part of pre-listing process, the NPO shall provide audited financial statement for how many years? So previous years, right? So it could be 2, 4, 5, 3 like that as an option also, but here it is more in form of true or false. Funding in the past financial year must be at least 20 lakhs for an NPO to be registered on the social stock exchange. Again, is this statement true or false? The answer is it's false. The amount is only 10 lakhs. Let me move on to the next one, which is again true and false because the entire video is about that. The NPO will be required to publicly display on its website all information submitted as part of pre-listing and post-listing requirement. Is this correct, or only the hard copy has to be given? The answer is this statement is indeed true. So now we move on to slightly technical aspect, but I think that will be again very clear. One of the requirements of listing on social stock exchange for social enterprises is that social enterprises must focus on undeserved or underprivileged population or geographical areas or regions that have recorded lower performance in development priorities of national state governments. And the statement obviously looks to be very logical, sensible, and could be applicable for listing requirement. So this statement is actually true. So looking at the chapter 4, what I have done is that I have taken out some key statements from the chapter 4, which could basically be those areas on which questions can also be asked. So